Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Quietly Gaming and we're going to be finishing off 2.4 patch in post ARR today. We're currently got a lot of stuff going on. We have there's three fronts really that are mainly going on currently. Well, two main ones, and then we have like a side one that we got a development on. We have the first one, which is what we're going to be taking part in now, which is the hunt for a spy that has been feeding information from Eorzean Alliance and the things that we're doing to Garlemald, and kind of what's been going on with that. And then we also have kind of in the same strand, we found in the last episode that in Korthus the chains of supply, I guess, have been kind of sabotaged to Revenant's Toll, and it turns out that the spies also has their fingers in that. And then we also have the fact that Garlemald has been without a king because the king had died without naming a successor, but now that war has finally come to an end and the king's grandson has taken the throne and is now going to start asserting his power, I guess is the best way to put it. And we are kind of under the understanding that we kind of have to worry about that in the near future. So cutting out Ivy becomes a little bit more relevant in that term, so that's what we're going to be doing now. Hi, thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Do. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Roline, Rabon's second in command. Wow. Prior to joining the Immortal Flame, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm has to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgard's Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Rabon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The monasterists saw things differently, however. Having fueled the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Roline was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monetarists? Interesting. But these reservations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Roline's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Rabon attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, and here she is nonetheless. On some pretense, she is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Roline's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates and the airship landing and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge, and all that remains is to shadow her until she portrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? Yep. You got it. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Kind of hard to do. All right. Okay, a lot's going on here. Yes, I saw the Black Knight. After which I promptly fled for my dear life. Oh, this isn't it. That's something else. Another quest I picked up. My bad. Roland is headed to the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Wow, there's a lot of people in Gridania today. So Roland has entered the Caroline Canopy, meeting someone perchance? Or could it be that she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephamine is her name. I shall remain here in case Roland reappears. Oh, is she really down? Oh. Is it? No. No, she's down, right? Oh, okay. Guess I can't jump off the balcony. That's fine, I guess. Quietly Gaming. Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger, and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you're sure she did not board an airship? Humph. She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The Roost! How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some moon tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if he take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You are Shinobi of Dona. A woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank the 12 for the domins. Were it not for their unique talents, Roland would have disappeared without a trace. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Roland's example and take the ferry to West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall await you in Sweet Bloom Pier. Do I have to? Can I just go here? I guess it's free if I go this way. Alright. Lancer's Guild it is. Sweet Bloom Pier. This way, my friends. Your quarry makes for a hawthorn hut. If Roland is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distance. Well, our ingenuous friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Roland would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalin without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elizin are of common sight here, and her coming and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the device and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne Hut and catch Roland in the act. Berlin. My people report that our quarry has departed for Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convince someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Just beyond, Rylene is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an Imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it. With me. Flame Marshal Aline Rylene, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You are followed, you bloody fool! Damnation! You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle, but if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When last I looked, there was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly. or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Boop boop doop, boop boop. Even a warrior of Relay's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the mortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhaps then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of present. If I may ask, what will you do now, quietly? Well, there's the thing with Shiva that we probably should attend to. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stone. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not. My countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you may have been training in the art of the and speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of the shinobi, have you not? The change in your bearing is quite evident to me, at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friend. Ooh, I did. I have ninja. I have ninja unlocked. That's really cool. Is that a line that they only say? With, is that a line they only say if you have ninja unlocked? That's so cool. Nice. Boop 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 boop. Welcome back, quietly. I understand that Alphanaud has a task for you. May I ask what it was? We caught a spy. Charges of treason and espionage against Aline Reline. I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Nice. What we like to hear. As you may recall, Iceheart used the aetherite in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House for Temp's caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, and if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established aetheryte and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at some length with Uranger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours whom is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour. In fact, since you are here, mayhaps we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northeast gate and await her coming. Sure. Do 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 do. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. What level is this? 110. 90. 90, 90. Destination. I kind of like this. Chocobo carriage. Is it Boombrida? Is that who this is? Because I'm pretty positive she's supposed to be post ARR, but oh, it is. Oh.
Minfilia, am I right?
She's Australian.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Well, maybe she's not Australian.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetheryte technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I love Moonbrida. Brida. Is it Brida? Brida? She literally just said it. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss.
It's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Oh, you're on Shay.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
and dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have wide aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Imagine if it didn't work.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Just didn't work. Worker's flight just gone. Story's over. Oh, it sucks. Imagine. The irony. I have already informed Alphanaut of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreda described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf quietly, and that I have faith in you, you will return to us as you always have. Good to see you quietly. I have started to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Aelbred sends his regards, by the way. He is attending to the interrogation of Aline Roline in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I means to say, ahem, the others are waiting for us at the Aetherite. After you, Scion. There, it's ready. It worked, I think. Try attuning to the Aetherite now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. You have done all. We have done all we can quietly. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you safely arrive, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Isart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, she will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbrighta's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray seek with that knight. I believe he has a message from you from Sir Almeric. Madam, Sir Almeric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read to you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand posed to defend her. Quietly gaming, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to the greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. The duty finder has been updated. Nice. Alright. Let's see, what's our recording at? 41 minutes. We're gonna stop here and we're gonna continue on with the rest of this next episode. I'm just gonna split it up because I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make food. So, yeah, if you're following this and you wanna check out what happens next, drop a sub and a like. It will be updated. I'm also doing all of the class and job playthroughs, all of the MSQ, all of that stuff, playthroughs on this channel, and if you're interested, I'm doing scripted content on my other YouTube channel. I'm doing job summaries, I'm doing reviews, I'm doing a bunch of different stuff, so go ahead and check that out as well. Other than that, I will see you next time. Goodbye!